Welcome back, everybody. I've been promising you some dry air, and it got here. You probably noticed how all of a sudden everything is sunny and clear and dry, but that also helped get the temperature up. We're 85 in Hallettsville, 87 out in George West, but get a load of this. Laredo at 94 already, and that's the dry, hot air that's coming in from the west. Hot because the dry air, like the desert, at night it gets nice and cool. But in the daytime, it gets extremely hot, and dry air will do that for you. But that is going to be with us, giving us a very nice evening and a very nice Saturday for all the events that are going on. You can see that while we're sort of cooking down here, it's still in the 50s and 60s up in the Panhandle. That's because it's 800 miles away or something like that. Anyway, this is a map of water vapor, and this is a very good analysis. The satellite has several channels, and one of the channels is to see how much water vapor is in the atmosphere. And all this that you see in red here is very dry air. This is basically desert air, and that's what moved into our area and just blew all the clouds away. And you can see that the rain that was up in Dallas last night is all pushed up into the Oklahoma area, and here's another view of it again. Obviously, we missed all of that in the crossroads as the front came through, but only gave us the dry air. All the rain is moving up and eastward, and they're getting some heavy stuff right there in Shreveport. This is all severe heavy thunderstorms rolling through that area that they're dealing with right now. But for us, got a great looking Saturday. But here's the funny part. The stationary front, or the front that came through, is going to stall out in the Gulf. So it's only going to give us one really good day. By Sunday, it's actually going to back up into our region while the storm center pulls away off to the East Coast. West Coast gets a little bit of a break after all those tremendous storms. But as you can see right about here, the stationary front is going to wobble around the Gulf Coast. And as it wobbles, we're going to pick up some cloud cover and possibly some drizzle. In fact, we're getting ready for that system coming in on Monday as the parade of frontal systems keeps going. Now, here's a look at our future tracker. We start off with that west wind. That's the dry air and very nice evening tonight. It might even be cooler tonight. The Gulf air is still right off the coast. So it's going to go offshore, right? There you go, offshore. And then what happens by Sunday? Well, that's your Saturday, but Sunday it comes back up. And because it's going to be running into that air, it's going to give us some cloud cover even as soon as Sunday. So I think most of the Sunday will be good, but the clouds will be coming back, and we may get some light morning drizzle during the early morning hours as we get into the early part of next week. And then we basically watch and wait for that next frontal system to come through. So here's the marine situation. Now, this is important for all the boaters. Remember, south winds, west winds, they're all going to sort of collide out there, and then they roll back up into our region. Notice the winds will be fairly quiet as we get on into the weekend, and that's going to be good for anybody getting out there on the boat. So tomorrow, 82 and sunshine. Clouds roll back in on Sunday. Monday, we watch and wait for that next little frontal system. And next week, looks like we'll have some slightly cooler weather. That's your 7-day forecast. We'll toss it back to Karina before I tell you to go to our QR code. Scan that with your photo, with a photo on your phone,